Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History and Review, the 1970 college football season, 1970. This is week 5, October 10th, 1970. Let's get into it. Week 5, October 10th, 1970. Duke upset number 11 West Virginia 21-13 as Coach Bobby Bowers' first Mountaineers team had rolled to 4 easy wins and number 11 ranking before stumbling to Blue Devils on homecoming in Morgantown. Normally past happy, Duke used ball control runs to surprise their hosts. Blues Devils sophomore run back Steve Jones scored twice, and sophomore tailback Bill Thompson added key runs. West Virginia quarterback Mike Sherman, first of 2 touchdown keepers, had provided a short-lived 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Next, the number 22, Tennessee, the number 20 team in the country, beat number 13 Georgia Tech by step score of 17-6. Now, the Yellow Jackets stumbled after loss of leading rusher running back Brent Cunningham, who was displaced shoulder on opening kickoff. Georgia Tech managed only 54 yards on the ground, so it had to wait for late fourth quarter touchdown pass by quarterback Eddie McAshan. Tennessee turned to its air attack as quarterback Bobby Scott threw touchdown passes to wide receiver Joe Thompson and wide receiver Stan Trott. Next, Mississippi, number 5 team in the country, beat Georgia 31-21. Quarterback Archie Manning rallied Ole Miss Rebels to 17 points in the fourth quarter to win it going away over stubborn Bulldogs. Afterward, Manning was shielded from media by his coach Johnny Vaught, who claimed visitors' dressing room was too cramped. This would cost Archie 18 points on his Heisman Trophy vote. Below, allowed unknown sports writer. Georgia nearly cost Mississippi even more. University of Georgia played its best game of the season in the eyes of coach Vince Dooley, even though quarterback James Ray was knocked out early. But senior quarterback Mike Caban, long forgotten since stellar sophomore season, was back in form as Bulldogs fought to 14-14 deadlock at halftime. So Ole Miss made only a single first down in the third quarter as Caban flipped swing pass to fullback Julian Smiley for a 6-yard touchdown and 21-14 lead. Now, early in the fourth quarter, the Rebels wide receiver Floyd Franks flew by Bulldogs defensive back Bill Darby. Interception for perfect 52. Who had an interception? Bill Darby looks like he had an interception. But anyway, wide receiver of the Rebels Floyd Franks flew by the Bulldogs defensive back Bill Darby for a perfect 52-yard touchdown from Manning, quarterback's second long scoring toss. The key play came next when Georgia snoozed while kickoff bounced free at the 7-yard line and Ole Miss came up with the recovery. Georgia held, but kicker Cloyce hit and put the Rebels ahead 24-21, and then Manning soon found his big tight end Jim Poole for a 9-yard touchdown pass. Houston defeated Mississippi State by a score of 31-14. Ohio State, number 1 team in the country, shut out Michigan State 29-0. The robust Ohio State Buckeyes fullback John Brockington, who had 126 yards rushing on 30 carries and 2 touchdowns, scored over after linebacker Stan White fell on fumble at Michigan State 20-yard line in the first quarter. Carried 9 plays in a row, an 80-yard touchdown drive in the fourth quarter. Also burst 25 yards for game's final touchdown. Sophomore of the Spartans quarterback George Mikhail lost fumble that ignited the Buckeyes' short opening drive to Brockington's 2-yard blast. Now, with Buckeyes quarterback Rex Kern bothered by a shoulder injury that was recurring, sub quarterback Ron Masijowski came in to score 2 running touchdowns in the second half. Now, Michigan State coach Duffy Daugherty said, "We don't play well, but we sure play hard." Spartans' effort held down a 9-0 halftime score, including Ohio State kicker Fred Schramm's 33-yard field goal, but Spartans was ineffectual on offense. Ohio State won, the number 1 team in the country, 29-0 over Michigan State, number 1 team, Ohio State. Iowa beat Wisconsin by a score of 24-14. Number 6, Nebraska. This is about 2 top 20 teams. Number 6, Nebraska beat number 16 Missouri by a score of 21-7. Now the Tigers were hampered by loss of star back as tailback Joe Moore separated shoulder in the first quarter. Now teams were tied 7-7 at halftime as Cornhuskers quarterback Jerry Tagg hit workhorse tailback Jeff McKinney touchdown pass in Missouri matched it with scoring plus quarterback Mike Farmer. Nebraska unleashed its big play arsenal as halfback Joe Oduna 41-yard run was key play in winning 56-yard fourth quarter drive, and wingback Johnny Rogers added clinching 48-yard punt return for a touchdown. Next, number 2 Texas beat Oklahoma by a score of 41-9 in Dallas. Sooners surprise crowd the debut of its wishbone attack. Now the Sooners took 3-0 second quarter lead on kicker Bruce Durr's 51-yard field goal, but still dropped their 12th in the last 13 in the Red River Series. Mighty Texas sent 6 different players into end zone as 3 fumble recoveries. Defensive tackle Bray Dowdy's interception created easy scores. Longhorns were dealt tough loss of previous week's hero, senior wide receiver Cotton Spearer, went out with the season-ending broken arm. Air Force, the number 8 team in the country, beat Tulane 24-3. As Tulane, accustomed to muggy New Orleans weather, must have been meteorologically distracted as it bobbled away 3 fumbles that led to Ameren scores. The kickoff temperature was a pleasant 54 degrees, but wind whipped rain turned to snow as mercury plummeted to 21 by fourth quarter when Air Force put verdict away at 24-3 on tailback Ryan Green's second touchdown run. Green Wave fell behind 14-0 at halftime as Air Force quarterback Bob Parker sneaked in a 23-yard touchdown pass with 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, Tulane stayed within 14-3 thanks to kicker Randy Muse's 29-yard field goal in the third quarter, but lost 3 key fumbles and was stopped at Falcons' 6-yard line on downs as quarterback Mike Walker's end zone pass barely slipped past his mark. Next, Oregon upset number 15 UCLA 41-40. UCLA got 3 second-half touchdown passes from star quarterback Dennis Dummett and seemed comfortably in front at 40-28 in the fourth quarter. Now, with time elapsing, the Bruins coach Tommy Prothro rested Dummett, and Prothro's decision unleashed a stunning series of events that doomed UCLA after Oregon quarterback Tom Blanchard threw 29-yard touchdown pass to halfback Bobby Moore. The Bruins backup quarterback Ron Nader lost fumble to Ducks linebacker Delton Lewis at UCLA 40-yard line. It was followed immediately by Blanchard's touchdown pass to Moore with 2:24 to go. Now Ducks gained onside kickoff and quarterback Dan Phelps came off bench to fire a 15-yard touchdown pass on a 3rd down and 14 to tight end Greg Speck to propel Ducks to wild victory and 3-0 conference record. It was second straight last second defeat for UCLA. It was their second straight last second defeat. Second straight last second defeat for UCLA. Next, Stanford, the number 12 team in the country, beat number 4 Southern California by a score of 24-14. There was bombs threat at Stanford Stadium, but only detonations came on running back Jackie Brown's pair of 4th down touchdowns from USC 1-yard line. Now Brown's scores provided Stanford with leads of 14-7 at halftime and 21-7 in the third quarter. Quarterback Jim Plunkett had pitched 50-yard touchdown to tight end Bob Moore on Indians' third possession. Now Stanford's defensive line, nicknamed the Thundering Chickens by defensive guard Pete Lasitich, spilled Trojans quarterback Jimmy Jones 6 times. Now Jones managed to incomplete touchdown pass to wide receiver Bob Chandler. Despite heavy pressure, the defeat ended the Trojans' 12-game winning streak in series and was their first defeat in their last 25 regular season outings. California defeated Washington 31-28. And finally, Arizona State defeated University of Washington State 37-30. Arizona State defeated Washington State by a score of 37-30. So Arizona State was ranked number 14 in the country. Now, Arizona State, the number 14 team in the country, beat Washington State 37-30. Now, visit to the desert by Cougars brought surprising pressure on undefeated Sun Devils thanks to Arizona State's 4 fumbles, 3 interceptions, and mud punt stat. Washington State was able to stand tall in offensive shootout with 220 yards passing in its 322 yards of offensive arsenal. Arizona State halfback Davey Buchanan, with 161 yards, a touchdown, and 22 carries, scored on a 20-yard run early in the first quarter, but had difficulty hanging on the ball. Now, sub-fullback Brent McClanahan scored twice in the second quarter to overcome Cougars halfback Bernard Jackson's 3-yard touchdown run, so that Devils led 21-17 at halftime. So the kicker Don Sweet's second and third field goals in the third quarter pulled Cougars within 24-23 at end of the third quarter. Now, early in the fourth quarter, Washington State quarterback Ty Payne clicked on a 58-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Brock Ansley. ASU, Arizona State University, went 95 yards in 8 plays to regain the lead, get a 31-30 lead as Buchanan 48-yard run augmented wingback J.D. Hills to be catch from quarterback Joe Spaganola. Hill caught 7-yard touchdown pass in heavy end zone traffic with 2:36 to play. Payne made 2 attempts to lift Wazoo back to the lead, but each was met with interception, including Devils defensive back Wendland Hall's 65-yard touchdown return. So that concludes a look at Week 5, the games that were played, the week that was, the games that were played on October 10th, 1970 for Week 5. Let's get into the AP poll as of October 12th. The AP poll looked like this. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Texas. Number 3, Notre Dame. Number 4 was Mississippi. Number 5, Nebraska. Number 6, Michigan. Number 7, Air Force. Number 8, Auburn. Number 9, Stanford. Number 10, Arkansas. Number 11, Southern California. Number 12, Arizona State. Number 13, Colorado. Number 14, Tennessee. Number 15, Louisiana State. 16, Georgia Tech. 17, Texas Tech. Number 18, Missouri. Number 19, Houston. And UCLA. They were tied for the 19th spot. Number 19. So that concludes the look at the AP poll. Once again, Ohio State was number 1. Number 2 was Texas. 3, Notre Dame. 4 was Mississippi. 5 was Nebraska. 6, Michigan. 7, Air Force. Number 8 was Auburn. Number 9, Stanford. Number 10, Arkansas. Number 11, Southern California. Number 12, Arizona State. 13, Colorado. 14 was Tennessee. 15, Louisiana State. 16, Georgia Tech. Texas Tech 17. 18, Missouri. And last but not least, the 19th spot was a tie between Houston and UCLA. So that includes a look at the week that was college football history review, the 1970 college football season, week 5 of October 10th, 1970, the games that were played on that day in college football. Please like and subscribe and comment on the channel. Do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.